Hare Krishna. Today we are going to speak about one Alvar. He is known as Vishnuchittha or Periyalvar. This Periyalvar, he had so much love for Namperumal. He considered Ranganaji as a small boy, like a Vrindavan's Krishna, small baby Krishna. So his Baba is like a Vatsalya Baba. So he sung many songs glorifying Ranganaji. In every song he will say Kannane and Kuttane, oh my dear beautiful cute boy. Like that Periyalvar is prayed to Ranganaji. His Baba is Vatsalya Baba. So in the Ranganaji temple, when we enter into the south gate, Rangaranga gate, then we can see there is a temple of Andal, Ul Andal Sannidhi. Within this temple we can see a specific temple for Periyalvar or Vishnuchittha. So let us discuss something about Periyalvar today. So Periyalvar, we already told about the story how the Alvars, all the Lord's personal paraphernalia, they all appeared as the 12 Alvars of the South India. They are the Shangu, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Garuda, Vanamala, all these things. So the Garuda, he personally appeared as Vishnuchittha itself. It is told in the Divya Suri Charitra, a book. So in a village called Sri Villiputtur, it is 200 km from Srirangam, 80 km from Madurai, Dhanvipuram in Sanskrit it's called. Very beautiful place, Sri Villiputtur. It's a birthplace of Andal. Andal is very famous there. The Andal's father is Vishnuchittha, Periyalvar. So Periyalvar, when his childhood only, he heard, he was just like a Prahlad, he was born with a devotion. Similarly, Periyalvar also, Vishnuchittha is also known as Periyalvar. He is with a childhood only, he was born with devotion to Krishna. He used to always hear about the glories of Vrindavan and Krishna. Then finally, one day he heard how Krishna and Balram, they entered into Mathura. There is one person called Malakar. He used to make nice garlands and he offered that garland when Krishna came. Then Krishna accepted the invitation of Malakar and went to his house and he blessed Malakara and he gave him moksha, liberation also. So hearing all these pastimes of Krishna's Vrindavan and Krishna, how he liked Vanamala, the flower garland, the Vishnuchittha, he decided to spend his whole day in serving Krishna by making nice garlands and decorating with nice flowers. Thinking in this way, Vishnuchittha, he took all the wealth from his, whatever wealth he had in his father's property, he purchased a very beautiful land where there is a nice water facility. He made very nice fencing for that and he planted very wonderful flowers. It is said lotus flowers, lily flowers, parijada, maladi, malliga, so many varieties of flowers that is available in Tamil Nadu. So many varieties of flowers he made. And he used to pour water to that, he used to pluck the unwanted creepers from that, and he used to do nice of tulsi plants, and those flowers, he will personally take care of each plant. Before any birds, any bees to come and taste that honey, he will take that flower for Krishna. And when he go to pluck the flowers, he used to tie the nose and with a cloth, because he is thinking this smell should be only for Krishna. This smell should not go for himself. So he used to tie cloth for that, and in this way he used to do seva. And in that Sri Villiputtur there is a temple of Vadapatra Shahi, very beautiful temple, huge temple. That temple's Gopuram entrance, the big tower, that is the Tamil Nadu government's emblem still now, Raj Gopuram. So there it's a Varaha Kshetra. Already we spoke about Sri Villiputtur when we told about Andal. So we can see Narsinghadev deity on the first floor. Then we climb up on the second floor, second story, we can see the deity of Vadapatra Shahi, very beautiful green color deity, huge deity. His lips are very reddish in color, eyes are very beautiful and lying down like Ranganaji, but it's a full of color form deity. You can see different colors in his body. So South India, they make deities in 5 different varieties. Some of them they make with stones carving. Some deities are made Varna Kalabam, They with certain materials, with certain color, they make a deity. So those deities are painted, they are very beautiful to see. Very huge deity, Vadapatra Shai. So this Vishnuchitta's life and soul was that Vadapatra Shai. It's like Ranganaji only. So he used to make these wonderful garlands for this Vadapatra Shai deity. He will make a nice string, nice garland before the flower could open. Then he will offer to the Pujari. The Pujari will give to offer to the Lord. So there in the Madurai is nearby. There is a king called Vallabha Pandya. Vallabha Deva. He's a Pandya king. That king, he one day, those days, the kings, they had to go in the night time incognito to look after whether the kingdom is, everything is nice, all the people are happy. They want to see like that. So kings used to change their form and they used to roam in the night time just to protect their citizens, to make their citizens very happy. So one day the king was roaming in the street. Then he seen one Brahmana was lying down in a veranda of a house. So in South India we can still see the old houses, they have open veranda, an open hall like thing. Because those days they kept it like that, all the holy places. Whenever any devotee, any person, a pilgrimage, they go to a holy place, they don't have to pay for the lodge and all. Just any house veranda, you can go and sleep there. And some of the houses, they will keep food also. We can take that prasad and any house veranda, we can go and sleep. But due to the Kali Yuga, now the drinkers, they will come and use this place. Therefore, all the people, those who have the nice Brahmanas, they have still in Srirangam, there are many houses like that with a beautiful veranda, open veranda. Nowadays, they all try to put grill nets because the Kali Yuga, the people, drinkers are coming and sitting there. They are creating troubles. Therefore, all the people, they have started putting grills and they started closing all those open verandas. So, but those days it was not like that. Those days everyone is serving the Supreme Lord. Everyone is eager to serve their Aditi. So, even now, I heard that devotees, when they go to Char Dham, some of the Babajis, they walk to the Kedarnath, Badrinath, Yamunotri, Gangotri. There are some houses, even now, they keep outside of the house, they keep rice, chapati, roti, prasad, they keep. Those sadhus, they go by walk, they can take the prasad and they can lie down itself. So similarly, this king, when he is walking, he is seen one Brahmana was sleeping over there. So he was sleeping, he was chanting something. Then the king asked, "Oh Brahmana, where are you from and where you are going? What is that?" The king was out of curiosity asked him. Then that Brahmana told, "I am coming from the north. I am going to the Sedu Bandhan." Sedu Bandhan means Rameshwaram. From Madurai to Rameshwaram is, nowadays it will take 175 km, maybe 4-hour journey. So those days they used to walk, So this Brahmana told, "I am going to Sedu Bandhan. So tonight I will stay here, tomorrow I will walk to Sedu Bandhan." Then this king asked, "Oh Brahmana, you might have wandered so many holy places. Can you give some good advice to me? Because you might have read so many shastras. I am a conditioned soul stuck up in this material world. Can you kindly enlighten me with some knowledge?" Then that Brahmana told, just like the 8 months we will work to when the rainy season, because those days it was like that. Nowadays the season, everything is changed. 8 months during the summer we will work and we will earn and keep money and grains for the 4 months rainy season. So rainy season will not be able to go out, so that the other 8 months whatever grains and wealth we earned, with that we can survive the rainy season. Similarly, when the young age, if we work very hardly we can earn money and we will keep money for our old age. Old age we will not be able to work, so for that then we have to store something in the old age. Just like that, for our he is told in a Sanskrit slogan. Just like that, for our future means after our death. After our death, we may go to some other place. So for that life, we have to do some nice pious activities and devotion to the Lord, so that we can be very happy in the future also. The king was shocked by hearing that. But king, he has so much wealth, he never thought about his future. Future means after his death. He have all the enjoyment for his till death he have, but after the death he never earned any kind of punya or any kind of dhana dharmas he never did. So it was entered into his heart Then he came to he invited that Brahmana to his house, kindly stay in my house for a few days. In this way the Brahmana also stayed in his house for 1 week time. Then he went to Rameshwaram. By that time, by the Lord's arrangement, he got one great, nice, very scholarly person called Selvanambi as a minister for him. Then he asked Selvanambi, he offered his pranam to Selvanambi and he asked, what is that absolute truth, who is God, how to know about the God. Then Selvanambi could easily told that Supreme Lord is Krishna, but if he said something, the other ministers and other people, they will disagree with him. Then he told, you should make a very big stone pillar, on that you keep all the gold coins and everything, very huge gold coins, and you invite all the scholars and pandits, everyone, who could cut that gold coin, that tie up in a cloth, that who could tie that, remove that, who will get that. By their ability, their devotion, they should prove clarify who is the Supreme Lord. They will get that gold coin, and whatever they say, you follow that. Like in that way, he indirectly told. Then the king announced, okay, he announced all the, he arranged for a big pillar, and that he kept a big bag of gold coins and so much wealth. Then he invited all the scholars to come, because those days the scholars and the devotees, they will not come outside. They are not afraid of the name and fame. So they were all doing devotion very secretly, very privately. So they doesn't want name and fame or anything. So the king announced like that whoever come and should prove about their supreme absolute truth. Then many scholars from the Buddhist, from the Jain, from the Shakta, from the Devi worshippers, from the Ganesha worshippers, from the Subramanya worshippers, from the Shiva worshippers, from the Vishnu worshippers, all of them came. They are all giving different explanation, but the gold coin bag that never fell, that nobody could take that. Meanwhile, the Supreme Lord Krishna, he decided to send his devotee Vishnuchittha and speak about himself. That Vadapatrashayi deity, he came in the dream of Vishnuchittha and told, hey Vishnuchittha, you go and speak about me. So Vishnuchittha in the dream only told, my dear Lord, it is a big Vidwan Sada, so many great scholarly people will be there. I am an ordinary person. I have only my marks on my hands by holding that, the spade. That only I have. I don't know any knowledge of the Veda, Shastra. I know you are the Supreme Lord, I am your servant. That much only I know. I don't know all this mantra, tantra and all. So Lord said, no, you should go. I want you to go and speak about me. So Vishnuchitta, Lord, my dear Lord, if you ask me to give one more extra Tulsi Mala, I can make. I don't know all this. I cannot debate with the devotees. It is not possible for me. So Lord insisted, no, it is my order. You should go. I want you should prove about I am the superior, like that. Because Krishna always want his devotee to be glorified. So Krishna want to give all credits to his devotee. Therefore Krishna forced this Vadapatrashayi, he forced Vishnuchitta to go and speak. Then meanwhile, Vishnuchitta Lord came in the dreams of the pujaris and he told that all the pujaris, he also accompany with them. I am going to prove that I am the Supreme Lord. I am going to deliver all the people by Vishnuchitta, by his songs. So this is my mission, that all of you take Vishnuchitta in a pallakin, in a grand way, send him to Madurai. It is something like 80 km from Srivilliputtur to Madurai. So in that way, Vishnuchitta was carried in a pallakin and he was honored by so many music instruments. He entered into Madurai, that king's capital. Then the Selvanambi, he could understand Vishnuchitta is a pure Vaishnava. He went and offered Dandavad to him. Then all the scholars, they were sitting there, all not happy to see Vishnuchitta. They told, Hare, this Vishnuchitta is a flower maker. What he knows about the Veda? He never studied any Veda. What he knows? So they are not very happy to see him. But Vishnuchitta, this Selvanambi, he understood he is a Vaishnava. He made him to sit on a very nice asana and he requested, he is a minister of the king. He requested the king and he requested this Vishnuchitta, kindly come and speak about and enlighten us. So Vishnuchitta, having a beautiful tilak and a very beautiful personality, he started speaking. So when the Supreme Lord Krishna, he wanted to glorify his devotee, he wanted to prove all the world that he is the Supreme through, in the words of Vishnuchittha. So Vishnuchittha, when he opened his mouth, he started speaking, quoting from different Vedas. In that book, there are so many slokas which I can't even read also. So many explanations they give. How he is supreme to the Brahma, how he is supreme to the Vishnu, how he is supreme to Lord Shiva, how from him the Narayana, Indra Jayade, Narayana, Rudra Jayade, Narayana, Brahma, like that. All the slokas, everything came from his mouth. He never studied anything. Because for a devotee, everything is possible. Krishna will do everything through a devotee, pure devotee. So in this way, the Vishnuchitta spoke all the quotation from the Veda, Purana, Itihasa. Finally he came to the Bhagavad Gita. Then he told Veda ischa sarve aham eva Veda. I am the knower of all the Vedas. I am the conclusion. Everything is, there is not mattat paradaram nanyasti kinjit dhananjana. There is nothing superior to me. In this way finally he told that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said. When he said that stone pillar in which that gold coins were kept, that pillar started bend down, all the gold coins, that whole bag came and fall on his hand. So he just cut that, because Lord told to cut that bag. So he cut that whole bag. Then the king became so happy. Same time all the scholars and Vidwan, they all became very happy and they started appreciating the knowledge of Vishnuchitta. They all stunned, everybody came and fell at the feet of Vishnuchitta. They all, by the order of the king wanted to honor him very nicely. The king's all doubts are clear. King became so happy. He accepted Krishna as the Supreme Lord. He fell at his feet of the Vishnuchitta. Then this Pandya king made Vishnuchitta to sat on his elephant. And with the elephant, so many music instruments and fire lamps, and whole city was decorated with mango leaves, banana trees, full of lamps and full sprinkled with nice fragrant scents and full of rangolis, and full of mother ladies were holding the lamps on the two sides of the road. In this very grandly, Vishnuchitta was taken in the whole Madurai city in a procession. So just like when a house, his son or daughter, they are getting first prize in the school, the mother and father naturally they will come to see that festival of how his son is getting the first prize from the CM or some whatever. So just like that, when a devotee is honored very nicely, Vishnuchitta is honored very nicely with all the people, including the king and everybody, the Ranganath, Supreme Lord, he wanted to see that. So Ranganath and Lakshmi Devi, they appeared on a Garuda just to see the festivity of how his devotee is honored. Because Lord always want to glorify his devotee. Then Ranganathji and Lakshmi Devi, they sat on a Garuda and they went there. So they gave darshan to all the people. All the people could see itself. When Vishnuchitta was going on the elephant, so Ranganathji became very happy. So meanwhile, the Vishnuchitta, he was so much affection for Ranganathji like Vatsalya Baba. So he was thinking in a different way. Oh my dear Lord, the evil eyes of the people should not fall on you. You should live for a long life. In that way, he started glorifying, oh Lord, you live long life. Like Yashoda, how he glorified Krishna, just giving blessing to Krishna. Like that, this Alvar, he started singing and glorifying the Lord. How he glorified? He doesn't have kartal. So he just took on the elephant's shoulder, there is two bells will be there. In South India, you can see all the elephants. When the elephant comes, you can understand the ringing of the bell. And the elephant, they will keep two bells on two sides. Ting, ting, ting. That's how, by hearing that noise itself, people can understand that the elephant is coming. So Vishnuchitta, he took the two bells and started ringing. Ting, 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 ting. He is ringing. And he started singing. Palland, palland, palagodi norayiram manivanna. In that way, he glorified the Supreme Lord. In that way, he got the beautiful darshan of the Lord. Later, he took all the gold coin and he was sent to his hometown, Srivilliputturu from Madurai. So he took all the gold coins and he offered everything to the deity of Vanapatra Shahi. And he came. Again, his pleasure was not in getting wealth or not sitting on the elephant and getting so much glorification. That was a not pleasure for him. So his pleasure was simply for the pleasure of the Lord, obeying the order of his Guru and making garlands for the Lord. Again, he cultivated his garden and made wonderful flowers for the Lord. So later that was happened how when he was making nice arrangement for Tulasi, he find the beautiful baby daughter, that is Andal. So that story we already spoke when we spoke about Andal story. Later with Andal he went to Srirangam, and Ranganaji told him to construct the temple for Andal and Ranganaji. Then Vishnuchittha, with the help of his disciple that Vallabhadeva, he constructed that beautiful temple in Srivilliputtur. Later he went to Vaikunta. So still in Srivilliputtur we can see his house, and where some of his descendants are there, is the personal deities of Vishnuchittha. All these things are still available in Srivilliputtur. So the Vishnuchittha, he has sung so many songs in glorifying Krishna, especially of Vrindavan. Also he glorified many songs about Sri Ranganath. So on that one particular song he is saying that if you remember that song, you don't have to suffer in the old age, or you don't have to fear about death. That song is saying, Tuppudayore adaivadellam sorvidate tunayavarenre ஒப்பிலினாகிலும் நினையடைந்தேன் ஆனைக்கன்று நீ அருள் செய்தமையால் ஈப்பு என்னை வந்து நலியும் நேரம் அங்கு நான் ஏதும் உன்னை நினைக்க மாட்டேன் அப்பொழுதைக்கிப்பொழுதே சொல்லி வைப்பேன் அரங்கத்தரவணை பள்ளியோனே. Very beautiful song. I cannot sing properly, but this song, when Ranganaji, when he go to sleep or when he coming on the procession, the devotees will sing with veena. They will sing very sweetly. The meaning of this song, I will just explain one meaning of this one song. Tuppudayorai adaivadellam sorvidatte tunayavarenre. According to my simple knowledge, I will try to explain. There will be so many mistakes, kindly forgive me. So Tuppudayorai adaivadellam means for a merciful person, for a kind person, we are approaching him. Why we are approaching him? Sorvidatte tunayavarenre. And sorvida means at the time of death, or when we are in a helpless condition. That time he will help. So because of that, for that we are surrendering to you. When you are helpless condition, we cannot surrender to you. So now we are helpless, now we are good condition, we can surrender to you. Then he is saying, ஒப்பிலே நாகிலும் நினை அடைந்தேன் ஆனைக்கன்று நீ அருள் செய்தமையால். My dear Lord, I am not qualified person to surrender to you. I am not a good person. I have full all bad qualifications, bad qualities. But he is saying, but the Gajendra is an elephant. For that elephant, he is not born in a Brahmin family, or is not he never chanted some mantra. But for an elephant, you went and blessed that elephant. ஆனைக்கன்று அருள் செய்தமையால். எய்ப்பு என்னை வந்து நலியும் நேரம். When the time of death, when the Yamakingara, they came and attack on me, that time I cannot remember you. அங்கு நான் ஏதும் உன்னை நினைக்க மாட்டேன். That time I cannot remember you, my Lord. அப்போதைக்கு இப்போதே சொல்லி வைப்பேன் அரங்கத்தரவணை பள்ளியோனே. Oh my dear Ranganatha, at the time of death I cannot remember you, but for that time also, now I am okay, I am calling you Arangataravanai means, oh Ranganath, oh lying on the Adisesha, oh Namparmali saying. So in this way he sang very wonderful song. It is said anyone sings this song, they don't have to fear about the old age and the death itself. Shri Periyalvar ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.